special Wayne Hills Television Sports.
Hello and welcome to West Morris Central High School for today's North 1 Group 3 State Championship Field Hockey game between your Wayne Hills Patriots and the West Morris Wolfpack. I'm Jon Vittas here with Joe Rapp and Nick Appaluccio. Nick, my first question's for you. Obviously, this is a huge game. These girls have been looking forward to this probably their whole high school career. How would you prepare for such a big game?
Well, John, personally, I like to listen to my favorite music for the game, sort of zone out, get in my own little trance. You know, that's pretty much what I would do. These girls seem really relaxed on the bus, though. I think they're going to have a good game.
Now, Wayne Hills is led by their senior goalie, Stephanie Zigman. She's on a full scholarship to Vermont, so she's obviously the key for this game. If you're Stephanie Zigman, the last two games she gave up 2 goals against their last 2 opponents. How can she turn it around today against the number 1 seeded West Morris team?
Well, John, quite frankly, it's very simple. She just got to focus better. You know, I saw her on the bus. She was in a trance, listening to music. As Nick said, I think she's totally ready for this big game.
So now, guys, last question. Give me a key player. Who do you think needs to step up today in order for Hills to win? And a prediction for who do you think is going to win? I mean, Hills is the 2 seed, and this West Morris team is the 1, so it's the 2 best teams in the district.
I'm going with Jackie Giametta as my key player, and I think that she's going to need to step up for Hills to win. I think Hills is going to win in a shootout, 1 goal, Jackie Giametta scoring the goal.
Well, John, I'm going to go with Nicole Modak, number 13, the junior forward. I mean, she's had a great season, starting varsity since she was a sophomore. She's going to show up in this big game. I expect 2 goals out of her.
No, I'm going to go with the obvious pick, and that's Stephanie Zigman, the goalie. I mean, in a game like field hockey where the scores are always low, it comes down to whether the goalie can throw out opportunities from the other team. So if Steph can step up and play like a Division I prospect like she is, I think Wayne Hills will have no problem getting past this team who is ranked higher than Wayne Hills. So if Zigman can step up today, I think they're going to be able to move on to the next round. So that'll do it from our pregame show. We'll be back with the first half of action after the break.
All this hype about the defense, and it's been true in this game, playing very nice defense.
Corner kick. Oh, Wayne Hills Patriots! Ariel Danziger off the deflection of Alyssa Baselli. And just like we were talking about before, how important momentum is in this game. The Wayne Hills Patriots get the first goal in this huge county final, and the Wayne Hills Patriots are on top 1-0.
It's Patriots putting a lot of defenders in the box. Ryan looking for help, and that is it! That is their final. The Wayne Hills Patriots have just defeated the Wayne Valley Indians in the Passaic County final. Girls soccer, Wayne Hills 1, Wayne Valley nothing. They are your 2005 Passaic County champion.
Hello and welcome back to West Morris Central High School for the North 1 Group 3 State Championship Field Hockey game between the Wayne Hills Patriots and the West Morris Wolfpack. Once again, I'm Jon Vittas here with Joe Rapp and Nick Appaluccio. So guys, the 1 and 2 seeds are meeting up here in what is the state championship game, sectional championship. There is a round after this for where, let me just explain this for a minute. The North 1 Group 3 state champ will play the North 2 Group 3 state championship. Field hockey is a little different from the other high school sports, where after you win the state championship, you're not completely crowned. You go on to the next round where you have to play other champs, and then eventually, if you keep advancing on, you will go to the Tournament of Champions, where you would play other public schools from all around the state of New Jersey that also won their championship. So obviously there's big implications in this one. I mean, the seniors have been in this program for years now, and they've been looking forward to this type of game. And my first question, I kind of asked it in the pregame a little bit, but when you're looking forward to this game for so long, I mean, we were on the bus on the way here. They're pretty loose. But what did you see out of this team before the game, and do you think they're mentally prepared for such a big game?
Well, John, you know what I saw? I saw they were very loose. You know, it was a little bit carefree. Maybe not the attitude I would have. I'd be a little bit more serious going to the field. But quite frankly, they were loose, and I think they're ready to play this game.
I think that this team, they're really comfortable with each other. They seem like they have great team chemistry, and I think that's one of the most important things to winning a game, is having good team chemistry.
You guys both make great points. I mean, the one thing I noticed is we're all of us are on the baseball team, and the girls are a lot more loose than guys would be in such a big game. I mean, when you go to a male athletic event, they're all, before a big game like this, they're all serious, listening to their iPods or whatever. And these girls are loose. They have fun. It seems like they do get along very well. So I think that can only help a team on the field. So real quick, let's run through the North 1 Group 3 state tournament bracket. Wayne Hills comes in with a record of 14-1. Their one loss coming to Passaic Valley, in the county finals of Passaic County. But they avenged that one loss in the semifinals of this North 1 Group 3 state tournament, beating the Indians by a score of 3-2. And both of these teams had a bye in the opening round, West Morris being the 1 seed, Wayne Hills being the 2. And then in the second round, or quarterfinals, Wayne Hills beat High Point by a score of 3-2. And this West Morris team beat Montville, the 8 seed, by a score of 4-0. And then West Morris went on to beat Lakeland 2-0 in the semis. So both of these teams come in riding win streaks. And Nick and Joe, all three of us were at the county championship game when they played Passaic Valley. And we saw Wayne Hills suffer their only loss of the season. Do you think that's helped them turn it around, experiencing that first loss and wanting to come back with wins?
I think that Wayne Hills, they could turn it around. They really felt like it is how to lose. They learned how to lose. You know, you can't just take it. You got to take it. You got to prepare for the next game.
You know, Nick, I think you're absolutely right. You need to get a sense of how losing feels to prepare for the next game. I remember a couple years ago in the NCAA college basketball, Memphis, they were undefeated. They were great throughout the whole season, and they didn't know how to lose, and they couldn't learn from their mistakes because they were playing below average opponents, and they didn't know how to play really good opponents like North Carolina and Duke. And they lost in the championship game to Kansas. So it's good. It's a bad thing and a good thing to lose, but in this case, it's an advantage for Wayne Hills.
Well, you know, it's always disappointing to lose in the county final, but Joe, you bring up a great point. I mean, that Memphis team's a perfect example. You want to experience at least one loss during the regular season, so you know how it feels, and you know that you don't want to let that happen. As you see the teams taking the field now, this Wayne Hills team's 14-1, but this West Morris team is 18-1, which is even better. But I think this team is very surprising. They have a lot of young talent to go with their senior leadership, which is a great mix. And they've just had a really great season. I mean, if you told a Wayne Hills sports fan before the season that the best record by any fall team would be the field hockey team at 18-1, they'd think you were crazy because the football team is 7-1, and that's the dominant team at Wayne Hills. But this field hockey team proves they're up to the test when comparing them to any other sport. So as we wait for West Morris to break the huddle, let's set the starting lineups for the Wayne Hills Patriots. Starting at forward will be the junior Nicole Modak, along with number 17, Jacqueline Giametta, Jen Stessel, number 22, Brittany Galone, Angelica Giametta, as well as in the midfield it'll be Hannah Lucas and Emily Spizzanti. And then the defense will consist of Caitlin Locks, Shannon Burns, and Erin Ryan. So that'll be your starting lineup for Wayne Hills as West Morris takes the field, and we're about ready to get underway here from West Morris Central High School in western Morris County, New Jersey.
Excuse me, John. Fans at home, in the pregame show, I did not give my prediction for this game, so I'm just going to say it now. I think Wayne Hills will win this game 4-2. It's going to be a low-scoring game. I know both these teams are great defensively. I know they work on it in practice. So it'll be a low-scoring game, but Wayne Hills pulls it out 4-2.
Well, folks, if you're not aware of some of the rules of field hockey, don't worry. We'll teach you as we go along. We're learning, too. So I printed out some of the basics of the game, and I came up with a little history lesson here. The origins of field hockey are unclear, but there is evidence that the ancient Egyptians played a variation of the ball and stick game 4,000 years ago. Modern field hockey was shaped in England during the 18th and 19th centuries and was introduced to the U.S. in 1901 when Constance Appleby, an English physical education teacher, attended a conference at Harvard and taught the game to many local women's schools. Internationally, the field hockey game is primarily a men's sport. However, in the United States, it is exclusively a women's sport. So that's a little background on the game. It has a lot of rich history. 4,000 years ago, it started back in Egypt, and it's a sport that you don't see too much in the United States. I mean, they said it in there that it's basically a women's sport here, but in Europe they play it primarily as a men's sport, and we see it in the Olympics, and I think that's where everyone kind of gets a taste of it in the U.S., and it's kind of migrated over to the U.S. as we get ready to start here. Nicole Modak is going to set things off in this North 1 Group 3 Girls High School State Final game.
think the Wayne Hills has to start off aggressive here, get the ball in the striking circle as soon as possible.
There's no doubt whoever gets the first goal will have the upper hand because both of these goalies, I'm sure, will be up to the test today. So that first goal is going to be so important. See, Emily Spizzanti here is battling, and there's going to be an obstruction call against West Morris. So Spizzanti will have the free hit here. Get it up. Modak maneuvers up ahead, gets it to Galone in the middle. Angelica Giametta does a nice job keeping it in the zone. There's going to be a whistle here as Hannah Lucas knocks it into the box, or the arc, I should say. And there's going to be a turnover. It's going to go. Oh, it's going to be.
Looks like we have a corner in favor of Wayne Hills. Jen Stessel will be taking it out.
So you're going to see the West Morris defenders here flying out of the net as Jen Stessel gets it in. The shot on goal is going to be saved by the goalie. Strong shot there from Jacqueline Giametta.
You know, John, that might have been too deep of a shot for my taste. I think Wayne Hills has to work it, get a little bit closer to the goal, and have a better percentage shot.
Yeah, that's a good point, Joe. Giametta was pretty far away, but she did put a strong shot on net, so it wasn't a complete missed opportunity. The goalie just made the play. This one's going to go out of bounds, and West Morris will take over.
John, going back to men being the primary athletes in field hockey in European countries, I could just imagine men playing field hockey in high school at the varsity level. I would think it would get to be a pretty dirty game.
Absolutely. I was thinking the same thing. I mean, you watch these girls play, they're pretty vicious. I mean, they're not afraid to knock the ball into someone else on the other team, and they battle for these loose balls like you see here. And there's a lot of rules to the game and penalties and things like that. And I have never seen a men's field hockey game in my life, but I'm sure it's quite a thing to watch.
I think, John, you can compare it to rugby with no pads. You're trying to get a goal, or in rugby, a touchdown. And they don't, there's not tackling involved, but there probably is a lot of pushing and shoving in men's.
Wayne Hills gets the benefit of that whistle here as Spizzanti gets it up to Angelica Giametta, who chips it up the sideline. It's going to go back over to West Morris now.
The amount of whistles that they call in field hockey, I mean, watching other sports, seeing whistles barely called, it's overwhelming watching a field hockey game, seeing all the stops they have.
Number 13, Amanda Melling, hit that one for West Morris as Hannah Lucas is going to push this one ahead into the West Morris side of the field as Jacqueline Giametta can't handle this one. It's coming back the other way now.
It seems that Wayne Hills, like a key for me, is to stay in the offensive side of the field, and they've been doing a great job of that, but West Morris trying to make a push here.
This is really the first time West Morris has gotten the ball deep into Wayne Hills territory, but of course, Stephanie Zygmunt looms in the box, and it's not going to be easy to put points up on her. As like we said earlier, she has a full scholarship for the University of Vermont, which is a Division I school. It's a nice pass here, getting some space. There's a West Morris player that's chipped into the middle. And it's going to go back over to Wayne Hills. That was the first chance of the game for the Wolfpack, but Hills was able to snuff that one out. As that one's going to go out of bounds back to West Morris.
John, going back to Stephanie Zygmunt, she's a great athlete. I mean, she is a D1 field hockey player, or going to be, but she is also the starting first baseman on the Wayne Hills varsity softball team. And they won counties last year, and I know for a fact that she was a big part of it.
Stephanie Zygmunt, definitely a multi-talented athlete. And like Joe says, she was a big part of that county championship softball team. Really the first year that softball team was able to turn things around and become a successful program. I mean, they had years of bad seasons, and they completely turned it around under the leadership of Coach Hertzberg and, of course, pitcher Erica Wills, who led that team pitching just about every inning of the season. And Steph Zygmunt was also a part of that, as she is this field hockey team. As Jacqueline Giametta gets it into the box. And it's going to go back over to West Morris now.
Let's see if Jen Stessel's going to go to Jackie Giametta on the corner again, try to get that goal.
I'm sorry, it's going to be a corner. I'm not completely acquainted with the rules at this point, but here's again to Giametta. She's got a little less room this time. It's going to be knocked away. And this time West Morris will get the ball back.
fans at home, you may be thinking on that corner play, Hills has got 6 people and they're up against a goalie. Well, the sport is very difficult, meaning it's very hard to hit the ball with such force, and the women aren't as strong as the men like they play in Europe. So it is very difficult. It's not a chippy, and you really got to work hard for those opportunities and capitalize on them.
This one gets behind the defense, and Brittany Gallone's trying to chase it down as West Morris is struggling to get it out of their zone. And it's going to go back to West Morris. Now, we've seen a number of these calls. Not exactly sure what each of them are. There's a lot of different rules in the games. This one goes out of bounds back to Hills. Some turnovers can include advancing, blocking, tripping, raised ball, pushing, charging, obstruction. There's a lot of different reasons why the teams could turn the ball over. Now, I'm not exactly sure of the hand signal, so I'm not going to take random guesses at what the calls could be, but just know that there are a lot of rules that these players have to follow, and when they don't, you're going to see turnovers like we've seen a lot so far. West Morris is playing this one up the far sideline. Caitlin Locks is there to defend. It's going to be a free hit here for West Morris. This one gets into the box. And a whistle sounds. They're going to go back to the Patriots.
Wayne Hill's looking for a big hit up right here. Trying to get it through the defenders.
Erin Ryan's smash gets knocked down by West Morris. As Caitlin Locks tries to keep it away from danger. And it's going to go back to the Patriots.
Again, West Morris not getting a lot of opportunities as Hills tries to capitalize on this bomb ball, but it does go out of bounds.
Joe, I want to give a shout out to the ball girls. They do a great job. Keep this game moving, as it already is a slow game.
Great play by Brittany Gallone, but we talked about it in the soccer games. We don't see ball girls too much in high school sports, and we see it in soccer, and now we see it here in field hockey. They really do a great job of keeping the pace of the game upbeat, because as the ball gets into the middle here, some danger. Wayne Hills with a good opportunity to score, but these balls get knocked out of play so often, and when you play for fun, you got to go chase those down, and the game kind of hits a lull. But in high school, they have these ball girls that chase down the balls for you, keep the pace of the game going. As Angelica Giametta has it here along the corner, they battle for it, and there's going to be a whistle.
With myself living in Lions Head Lake, playing pond hockey, I wish we had some, I guess you could say, puck boys or puck girls back there to get the pucks so we wouldn't have to chase them.
Well, you see the ball boys in tennis and soccer, like I said, and they definitely help the athletes out a lot, and they can really just focus on the game and not have to worry about chasing the balls down. And it's definitely an issue in backyard sports. Is a little bit of a fast break here for West Morris, as Locks is able to poke it away and slow down the momentum of that fast break, but it's going to be Wolfpack ball. As once again, Amanda Mailing is going to hit the free hit into the corner. It's going to get inside this time, and Erin Ryan's there. There's going to be a whistle.
West Morris has not had a lot of opportunities on goal, so they really have to capitalize when they get in the striking circle.
It's going to be a free hit for the Wolfpack as Hills loads up the box. It gets inside. Save made by Stephanie Zigman, and she kicks it out to Nicole Modak. First save of the game for either side, and it goes to Stephanie Zigman, who knocked that ball down with her foot. A strong shot on goal from the Wolfpack, but Zigman was there to push it aside.
That was a huge play by the D1 field hockey player. She did a great job there, not letting West Morris score first and give them momentum, because they haven't been doing anything on offense. So that was a big-time play by a big-time player.
And that one's going to go wide and out of bounds back to the Patriots. But that was the first big play of this game. That was the first serious shot on goal we've seen. And the D1 goalie was there to live up to the hype. As this one, they battle for it on the far sideline. It's going to go to West Morris. And Zigman let this one roll beyond the baseline.
Other than the fact of saving balls, these goalies have to be smart knowing which balls to let go and which balls to save. That's why you can see why being a D1 goalie isn't the easiest thing in the world, like Steph Zigman.
It's kind of like being passive-aggressive, right, Nick? You got to know when to charge out of the striking circle well, in far out in the striking circle, and when to stay back and wait for a shot.
It's going to be another free hit from just outside the circle. This one's deflected in front of the net. And this game is called field hockey for a reason. There are a lot of similarities to the game of hockey, especially on plays like that where you can kind of put traffic up in front of the net, try to deflect things in or deflect things out of trouble. And Wayne Hills was able to do that there.
Well, John, since you know the similarities, can you tell me the difference between hockey and field hockey?
Well, obviously, Joe, the main difference is that field hockey is played on a field of grass, and the other hockey we know is played on ice. So that'd be the first difference that comes to mind.
Oh, you passed your test for the first half. I'll give you another difficult question the second half.
Going back to ball girls, ice hockey has their own ball girls, being the boards.
That's true, Nick. I mean, that definitely keeps the game moving along in ice hockey. The puck really rarely goes out of bounds, so you can be playing ice hockey for long periods of time, and you see in field hockey, all these dead balls allows for some of the girls to maybe catch their breath a little bit.
Quite frankly, Nick, I don't know if you're making a joke there, but, you know, a ball girl is different from a board because a ball girl is an actual person.
I can't believe I let that one by me, Joe. Thanks for telling me.
You guys are so loud. Hannah Lucas knocks this one up ahead. She's going to get another shot at it here. Pushes it up ahead to Jacqueline Giametta. Gets it in the middle of Modak. Locks is the only one really there for Hills, and she makes a nice play. Strong play by Caitlin Locks to knock the ball away from both West Morris players and keep it out of danger. Now she's going to get a free shot down the sideline. Brittany Galone has it along the right sideline. She's double teamed, but if she can get it into the middle, she has players as a West Morris player goes down hard. We're going to call a foul on Brittany Galone.
You know, John, Caitlin Locks has truly been a difference maker in this first half, and West Morris not getting anything by her, and she's making big plays, being a difference maker.
Hannah Lucas fighting hard here, right in front of your screen. They try to keep it in bounds. They're able to do so. And now they're going to cross it to the other side of the field where a Wayne Hills player was waiting, but it gets past her and it's along the far sideline in front of the Wayne Hills bench.
This Wayne Hills defense so far this half has just looked like they've been playing flawless. One ball, one shot on net so far, and it was a great save by Steph Zigman.
Yeah, that Wayne Hills defense has been strong. Erin Ryan and Shannon Burns have been back there along with Caitlin Locks. They've done a great job of keeping the pressure off Zigman. Although we did say West Morris really does have the one strong shot so far, but as far as chances go, Wayne Hills has definitely had the edge. Shannon Burns knocks this one up ahead. This is Erin Ryan with possession now. See, Ryan makes a strong push up the field. Angelica Giametta trying to get something going. Emily Spizzanti will get in there now. And it's going to go to Wayne Hills. Hannah Lucas will push it. I think they're going to say that she raised the stick above her knee or something to that effect. It'll be West Moore's ball. Nice steal by Angelica Giametta. She has some space in front of her. Tries to crush that one down the line, but can't get it done. Couldn't clear that one quite out of danger. And now West Morris with a little bit of a push now, getting inside. Gets it past Locks. Into the middle now. Wayne Hills' defense there. Zegman steps up, and that one goes just wide. Another big chance for West Morris. Zigman had just enough of an angle on West Morris where that shot went wide.
You know, fellas, you need breaks in a state championship game like this, and Wayne Hills just got an open net, from my view, and I think they should have scored that goal, West Morris.
I got to agree with you, Joe. That was a golden opportunity for West Morris. Zigman came out of the net, and she really abandoned it. And lucky for her, she had enough of her body in front of the goal shooter, or the shooter, and she was not able to get it in. Shot went just wide.
And quite frankly, John, West Morris is not getting a lot of opportunities on net, so they gotta capitalize on these few opportunities that they're going to get. I mean, like I said, it was going to be a low-scoring game, and it's holding to that.
With some of these opportunities that Hills has crushed, I want to say luckily, it looks like this might be in the cards for Hills to win this state championship.
Jackie Giametta now with room, trying to get it into West Morris territory. She does up ahead to Galone, and it's going to go back to the Patriots. Hannah Lucas is going to take this one. As we tick down now to 15 minutes to go in the first half, so we are exactly midway through the first half, as now West Morris has a run up along the far sideline. Erin Ryan defending. Knocked up ahead into the zone, and a good job by Shannon Burns to defend it. It's going to be a corner shot for the Wolfpack. See, the Wayne Hills players will be flying out of the net here. They're going to blow that one dead.
I like to see the whole mask thing during these corners, you know, keep the girls safe, give them more of an intimidating look, you know, kind of like the old NBA Rip Hamilton.
Here goes the shot, and it's going to trickle away from the initial shooter and knocked out of danger, as we're going to hear another whistle, but West Morris blew that opportunity. You saw the ball kick up, and that's something that's worth noting as we're playing this game on grass here, and you can take unexpected hops. Wayne Hills is used to playing on turf. As this one gets behind Zygmunt, they're going to blow it dead. The ball got behind Stephanie Zygmunt, but luckily there was enough traffic behind her to knock it down. And there's going to be another corner for the Wolfpack, but another dangerous opportunity for West Morris, and we're going to see another corner shot here. We'll see if the grass will wreak havoc again, as it does not. They try to center things here, and it gets into the net for a goal. A goal for West Morris, and they take the early 1-0 lead.
That was a clutch shot by West Morris. Great job of getting on the board early and giving them their team momentum.
That ball, you know, hits right at the post, just dribbles in. Nice shot by the West Morris shooter.
Yeah, that was a very difficult angle for the goal scorer there. I mean, she was shooting that virtually from the side, from the end line. I don't know how she got that angle in. Might have got a little help from the uneven ground. I'm not sure how that managed to get in, but Stephanie Zygmunt had an angle, and it just somehow got past her, and like Nick said, banked off the post and went in. So Wayne Hills is going to try to battle back now. So that goal coming 16.5 minutes into the first half of action. It's only one, but like I said earlier, that first goal is huge because now the pressure is on Hills to score. As now West Morris gets it up, and not just on the scoreboard, but it's really a morale boost for the Wolfpack because they probably know they're facing a Division I goalie, and now she seems vulnerable because they put one behind her, and now they know they can do it again and really put even more pressure on Hills. And after we said earlier on that Wayne Hills really had the upper hand in possession, but really the last 10 minutes or so, West Morris has really put the pressure on Hills. They've kept the ball on Hills' side of the field virtually the last 10 minutes.
And here we are, John. During this whole first half, we were talking about how great the Wayne Hills defense has been playing. But West Morris, they blocked so many shots, and they're just doing a great job. So we got to give kudos to the West Morris defense.
That's a good point. I mean, every time Wayne Hills has gotten the ball into the West Morris side, the defense has been there to knock it away. Wayne Hills hasn't gotten many opportunities in like the last 10, 15 minutes.
West Morris.
I'm sorry, Nick, there's 11.5 minutes to go in the first half.
West Morris just kept chipping away at that Wayne Hills defense and finally got one to go their way. Wayne Hills now trying to get some good offense going.
The Giametta sisters get this one in. It's going to be a free hit here now. Erin Ryan's going to take it, knock it into the circle. There's Caitlin Frieswick's in the game, number 30. There's going to be another whistle. Frieswick's going to take the corner.
See the Wayne Hills fans starting to get in it. You know, corner opportunity to score and tie this game up.
Frieswick gets it. to Ryan, who lets it get past her. Another blown opportunity. A shot in the middle. Wayne Hills has the ball now. And there's going to be another whistle. Yep, another corner for Frieswick and the Patriots.
They really got to capitalize on this opportunity, John. They don't have a lot of time left in the first half, and they really got to get momentum back on their side.
It's going to go to Emily Spizzanti this time, who makes a move on the defender. Sends a backhand in there. Jacqueline Giametta knocks it out of bounds.
Big hit.
Yeah, Ryan's big hit gets knocked down, and it'll be turned back over to the Wolfpack. I mean, Wayne Hills is going to have to try to keep the ball on this end of the field. I mean, they had a few chances there to make things happen, weren't able to get it done. This one knocked way down the field. It's going to go out of bounds around midfield.
Wayne Hills just has to get that ball on the other side of half field. Got to use their offense more. This team's been a high-scoring team all year. They got to start showing it in this game.
I mean, it's not like West Morris has been playing a stellar game. I mean, they are winning right now, 1-0, but they've had a lot of obstructions and Hill's gotten a lot of corners, so they're not playing a great game. Like, they're not doing the dirty work, but they're leading, and that's the important thing.
Exactly. I mean, I think Hills has the advantage, maybe 5-2 in the corners, and they haven't been able to take advantage this far. We'll see if they mix things up, maybe in their lineup or whoever takes that corner. But I think maybe something that's having a factor so far is the fact that they're playing on grass and they're a turf team, and they haven't had many chances to prove themselves on grass. And it could be a factor, it might not be, but it's definitely rare territory for Wayne Hills, unknown territory really. As here, West Morris gets a little bit of a fast break going, but Hannah Lucas is there to knock things out of trouble. This one's in the middle now, and there's going to be a whistle. It's going to be a corner, penalty corner for the Wolfpack. As you see the West Morris students getting out of school. This was a 2 p.m. start, so this game going on while school is in session. We were able to miss our last few classes of the day for this one, as were all these players, as this one's into the middle now. Zygmunt's there for the save, but it's still there. Zygmunt falls on the ball, and somehow West Morris is able to poke it out, and Caitlin Locks is there to knock it away. Another big play by the Wayne Hills defense as it gets up to Jacqueline Giametta now along the sideline. Big play by the Wayne Hills defense.
And another big play by Caitlin Locks. That's 2 plays on defense where it probably saved some goals.
This one goes out of bounds into the West Morris bench.
This Wayne Hills offense has to help out their defense. Defense just playing a phenomenal game so far. This offense just can't seem to get anything going. As you see, Nicole Modak passing it up to Brittany Galone, trying to get a fast break going.
Galone tries to get something going. She's able to get past a few defenders, and it's going to go to Wayne Hills. Emily Spizzanti's going to take the shot. Or she's going to give way now to Erin Ryan, the senior, who will get it into the middle. Jacqueline Giametta pokes it into danger. Angelica Giametta in front now. A whistle blows, and it's going to go back over to the Wolfpack. Nice run there for Wayne Hills, coming up empty as this one rolls out of bounds. Ball coming into your living room.
Let's go defense. Let's go, Katie.
Knocked up ahead.
I don't know now.
Doing a little up and down the sideline, are you?
That one goes beyond the end line. Back over to Wayne Hills. With 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first half, the offense really needs to get something going if you're the Patriots right now, because a 14-1 team should not be outmatched this much. I mean, I know they're playing the 1 seed, but right now, West Morris definitely has had the upper hand, at least in cashing in on the opportunities and getting shots on goal. Wayne Hills has had chances, but they haven't really put much on the goalie.
Yeah, it is imperative for the defense to get a stop here and go to the other side and score.
I mean, a 1-goal advantage is really anyone's game, but once you get to that 2-goal mark, it becomes a lot tougher. Because especially against a great 18-1 team like West Morris, you fall behind by 2. It's not easy to come back. I mean, we were at the county final game against Passaic Valley, and Wayne Hills fell behind 2-0, and it seemed to be over. They were able to punch one in with a few minutes to go and give themselves hope once again. But like I said, coming back, scoring 2 unanswered is much, much harder than 1. As you see West Morris gets into the circle, and they're going to get a penalty corner here.
Hills needs to stop right here. And they get it. Let's see if they can come to the offensive side and score.
Interesting, Emily Spizzanti wearing that face mask for those corners. I'd wonder if she has maybe a broken nose or something. I'm not aware of it, but it's an interesting move that she throws that mask on for those corners.
Actually, John, in the corners, they use the face mask so that their face doesn't get injured on deflections from the ball. West Morris has all their players wearing face masks, whereas Wayne Hills only has one person running up to the ball, being Emily Spizzanti, which is the only person wearing the face mask.
That's very interesting. I wasn't aware of that. I'm not exactly a field hockey expert, so I'm learning with you guys. Wayne Hills gets it deep into the West Morris side now as they're going to try to contain the sideline. Giametta battles for it. They're going to call a foul on her, as she had the West Morris's player's stick pinned against her. But this one goes out of bounds, so Wayne Hills will get it right back. See the ball girls working their magic along the near sideline here. Hannah Lucas looks through the traffic. Is able to get it through 3 or 4 people, but it's going to get knocked out of bounds by West Morris, so Wayne Hills inching it ever deeper into West Morris's territory.
As we just hit 4 minutes left in the half, Wayne Hills is going to have to look to score. If not, I think they're going to get something of a speech from Coach Badami. I've heard great things about her halftime speeches, her pregame speeches. They really get the players motivated and wanting to win these games.
Wayne Hills gets another benefit of a whistle here. And here we go once again. Hannah Lucas is going to take another free hit. She bounces this one right into the West Morris defender, who gets it to the outside and a nice flick down the sideline. Locks will be there. She pokes it up ahead. And although the whistle goes in favor, the whistle's going to go in favor of Wayne Hills, the referee changed the call. Lucas's free hit goes to West Morris.
You know, guys, I've been seeing with Hannah Lucas, she has to hit the ball in these obstruction shots. These free shots that Wayne Hills is getting. She's got to hit the ball harder, get it down the field more.
I don't know if you guys are noticing the same thing, but it seems like these girls are really getting out of breath here. I mean, they're huffing and puffing, all of them really. I mean, when they're going for these free hits, I mean, Hannah Lucas looks like she's just kind of throwing the stick at the ball, doing whatever she can. I mean, that she looks really tired, and really all the players do on both teams. And I think as we get down to the latter stages of this first half, these girls have been running up and down the field for 27 minutes now with no breaks at all. So I think that could be playing some type of a factor with the strength of these hits. I mean, they're not getting the good part of the stick on the ball, and I think that could be wreaking havoc for Hannah Lucas and the rest of the Wayne Hills players.
I think one thing that's hurt Wayne Hills through all these games, the games that they lose, is they don't make many substitutions. So by the end of the second half, fatigue's really going to set in, and those players are going to be tired.
That's a good point, Nick. Wayne Hills has a huge bench here for this game. They brought a lot of girls with them. So it's definitely not an issue of manpower. It's just trying to keep that talent and that skill in the game. So West Morris, I haven't seen come in with too many substitutions either. Obviously, in a big game, you want your best players in the game, but if they're getting too tired and can't perform at the level you want them to, you might have to look to your bench as Brittany Galone gets this one into the middle. Nicole Modak's able to keep it in, and they're going to call a foul on West Morris. So here comes Wayne Hills with an opportunity now as the crowd's trying to get into it. Emily Spizzanti knocks it into the middle. They get it in front of the net. There's going to be a whistle, and it's going to be turned right back over to the Wolfpack of West Morris.
That's definitely a momentum shift. Hills had something going, getting the striking circle, but they couldn't get it done, and an obstruction was called, I believe.
Yeah, the Wayne Hills fans were really starting to get into it there. They traveled a long way to this one, about a 40-minute ride. And there's a lot of people here for a field hockey game. I'm really surprised to see how many people turned out for this one, especially from Wayne Hills, because it's not that close.
Well, come on, John. It's a state championship. It's a big game. Come on.
Well, if there was ever a time to have a big crowd, this would be it. Like you said, state championship game.
Absolutely.
Aaron Ryan crushes this one in. Wes Morris is there once again. And they're going to have a free hit, so they finally are able to get that one out of danger. Wayne Hills had the ball in their zone for over a minute there. As Shannon Burns gets it in the corner. As we get under that 2-minute mark, the clock stops now, as the referees will keep the final seconds on their watches. So we won't be able to give you the exact amount of time remaining, but we do know it's under 2 minutes. With Wes Morris leading 1-0. And that'll do it for the first half. With your score, the 1 seed West Morris Central High School Wolfpack leading the Wayne Hills Patriots by a score of 1-0. Guys, impressions on the first half?
Well, I think it's pretty good match today. It's even matched. I mean, Hills had their opportunities. West Morris has their opportunities. But West Morris capitalized one more time than Wayne Hills, and that's the difference in the game.
Wayne Hills, really, they played a solid first half on the defensive end of the ball. I think it was a lucky shot, getting it sort of curve into the net. We're just going to have to see Wayne Hills' offense next half, just start playing better field hockey.
Yeah, like Joe said, it was a very evenly matched first half. I think both of these teams are showing why they deserve to be in the state finals. I mean, it was pretty even. Both teams got the ball into the opponent's zone. And the difference was that West Morris capitalized once and Wayne Hills didn't. They both had their chances, but West Morris was able to put better shots on Stephanie Zygmunt, and they did get that one in from the side. So might have been a lucky shot, but nevertheless it went in. So that'll do it for the first half of action here from West Morris Central High School in New Jersey. We'll be back with the second half of action after this.
Ace set, Van Peenen's the running back. Heischel drops back to pass again, pump fakes, and he's gonna let one go deep. It's to Nick Romeo, and Romeo makes the catch! Oh baby, that one's good for over 20, nearly 30 yards. Nick Romeo has the ball inside Rambo territory at about the 48-yard line. As Justin Donovan says, you can't stop 19.
Welcome back to West Morris Central High School for the North 1 Group 3 state championship game between the 14-1 Wayne Hills Patriots and the 18-1 West Morris Central Wolfpack. I'm Jon Vittas here with Joe Rapp and Nick Appaluccio. The score at halftime was 1-0 West Morris, scoring on a shot from the side in the 17th minute of the first half. Hills is going to have to play catch-up here in the second half, try to pull even, see if they can send it to either overtime or win it in regulation.
John, let me just say, I think it's imperative that Hills scores early, like before 15 minutes. They got to get momentum on the side to get them ready for the stretch run, which is 10 minutes into the second half.
That's true, Joe. You definitely don't want to be down going into crunch time because things get crazy in the last 10 minutes or so of field hockey games, and when you're behind one, you really have a lot of pressure to try to get shots on goal.
I think this 1-0 score is a very deceiving score. Both teams are playing really good field hockey. Just one lucky shot by West Morris put them up 1-0. I think Hill's going to come back in this one.
Yeah, obviously at 1-0, it's still anybody's game. If you're Hills, you just have to hope they don't put another one in. You have to rely on your star goalie and Stephanie Zygmunt to really step up for them in a big game and turn everything aside, because West Morris has been able to get something going on offense and get some shots on net. So you just have to really tell your senior star goalie, look, this is your time to shine, step up and make the plays and give your team a chance to pull out the state championship and go for a two-peat, because they did win the state championship last year, and they were able to win another game before losing to Homedale in the Tournament of Champions. So this is an experienced Wayne Hills team. All these girls have played in big games before. So that's definitely not an issue. But as far as execution, they're going to have to step it up a little bit because their offense was not able to do too much in the first half. This corner here for West Morris. Nice play by Shannon Burns, and she whiffs on the hit. And it's going to go back to West Morris, but nice play by Galone to intercept that pass.
That could cost them. Let's see what West Morris does here.
In this half, I'm really looking for Hills' offense to show up. Their defense just kept hitting them out to them. They just got shots on goals, just couldn't put them in.
See another corner here. Emily Spizzanti puts on that mask. We're told that came into play about 5 or 6 years ago. Started in the indoor games where they wore that mask. It's a beautiful save by Stephanie Zigman on the shot. A strong shot from West Morris, but the star goalie Zigman there to toss it aside as she makes another save. She's able to kick that one away from the stick of the West Morris player, and it'll go back over to the Patriots.
That's a big-time save by Steffi Zigma, kind of corresponding to the save she made in the first half.
Burns chips that one ahead. Not the best of hits, but Hills will get the ball right back here as Erin Ryan takes this one. West Morris player whiffs as Nicole Modak's dribbling it up the field now. She's going to battle for it along the far sideline.
You know, John, stop you there. Nicole was my key player in the pregame. She's really got to step it up now. I'm getting a little annoyed here. She's really got to score some goals for me, okay?
Yeah, Nicole's one of the leading scorers on this team, I believe, and she had a really quiet first half. She didn't really do too much. She's in the middle of that field. A lot of the action has been going along the sidelines as Wayne Hills does get some subs in here to start the second half. I believe Rachel Fixlin's in the game, the sophomore, along with the other sophomore, Hannah Lucas, who's been in virtually the whole game. Jen Stessel's back in. She started earlier. The shot on goal is another save by Zigman, who comes far out of the net to make a play. And it's going to go back over to the Patriots. I don't know about you guys, but Steph Zigman's coming a good 10 feet out of the goal area. I'm a little surprised she's taking those type of risks. But I guess when you're a D1 goal, you can afford to take those chances.
Well, John, it's like we said in the first half. It's passive aggressiveness. You got to know when to stay back and when to go up. And she obviously knows that, and she's going to a D1 school, so.
She definitely knows what she's doing, that's for sure.
Over on the West Morris bench during that corner, I heard the coach say it's about placement, not power. And that just shows that field hockey is not a power sport. It's a finesse sport, trying to get the ball right in between those defenders.
It's going to be a free hit for West Morris. A nice, strong bouncer down the far sideline, something Wayne Hills hasn't been able to do. And really on those free hits, it's all about getting the good, strong part of the stick on the ball, trying to get a good lie in the grass, similar to golf. You want the ball to be sitting up a little bit so you can get under it and really, really crush one. As Hannah Lucas tries to do her best job of that there. It's going to go out of bounds back to the Wolfpack.
It's probably the first ball I've seen Hannah Lucas use her power to hit it really hard, because she didn't do that in the first half. So maybe Coach Badami got talking to her a little bit and tell her to.
Kate Locks does a good job of flicking that one over the defender's stick and scooping it up. Lucas battles, but it gets inside now. Zigman with another save. She kicks that one away. There were no defenders for Hills in the vicinity of the ball, and it was all Stephanie Zigman there who was able to knock that away. And she's, so far in the second half, we're only 5 minutes in here, but Steph Zigman's been able to keep her team in the game.
And John, like I've said before, it's imperative for her not to give any more goals, because Hills can't Hills can't go down 2 goals because it's very hard to come back.
A 1-0 game is a lot different than a 2-0 game in any sport, I want to say, except for basketball and maybe football.
Yeah, we can't say that enough. We've said it a few times now. Stephanie Zigman really has a lot of pressure on her here, because if she gives up another one, her field hockey career could be very close to being over, or her high school career at least.
Yeah, John, let's not go too much with our field hockey career. She's going to do a lot at Vermont.
That's for sure. As here, Jen Stessel aggressively going after the ball, is able to play it up the sideline. It'll go to Wayne Hills. Strong hit there from one of the Wayne Hills defenders. Jen Stessel did a good job of hitting that one up as Erin Ryan has a free hit here. She knocks this one into the middle. Strong hit up ahead to Brittany Galone, but it's going to be cleared out by West Morris, but they're able to keep it in. I believe that was Randy Geiger, number 21. Or that was actually Shauna Burchell, the sophomore, excuse me, who was able to keep that one in there as Erin Ryan, she puts this one into the circle. So another sophomore substitute getting in there, and Shauna Burchell. Shauna, really the character of the team, had a lot of fun on the bus today, and she definitely has some personality on her side.
And we did see before practice that she was hitting the ball hard, so it may be a good move for Coach Bailey to change some stuff up.
Almost hit me a couple times, I'd like to add.
Yeah, Shauna was really crushing the ball in warm-ups, along with Angelica Giametta, and it's nice to see Coach Badami try to get some subs in there, because right now Wayne Hills needs a spark. They're down, and their offense hasn't been able to really get too much going here in the second half, so why not throw another couple players in there, see if they can make things happen, because so far the offense for Hills has been stagnant in this second half. As you see, Burchell's going to take the free hit here on the far sideline. Burchell whiffs on that one. Swing and a miss, but here comes the next one, and she crushed that one, like we said. But Wes Morris is able to cut it off and come back the other way. Nice pass up ahead, beautiful pass. As you see, number 24 is going up the near sideline with momentum. She's dribbling it well, and it's going to go to Wes Morris. We'll have a free hit from just outside the circle. Nice give and go from them. They've been hitting the ball a little bit stronger than Wayne Hills as Zygmunt knocks that one aside. The redirection in front of the net was unsuccessful. Nice attempt there, but Zygmunt was there again for another save.
Wayne Hills putting in some fresh legs in this half, maybe trying to get a change of pace in there, some power hitters in there.
Let's go! Come on, Hills! Wake up!
This one in the middle. Shannon Burns able to stop it. And Wayne Hills will get the ball back as Burns will take the free hit. He's able to get it through a lot of different players. As Galone battles, and this one's knocked into some open space. Erin Ryan comes over to defend, but Emily Spizzanti is there. And they're going to call an obstruction on Spizzanti. So this one's knocked into the middle, into trouble, and Zygmunt with the diving save. Stick save and a beauty from Stephanie Zygmunt.
That's how a D1 field hockey goalie plays.
Getting on the floor. It's a state championship, guys. You got to go for it all.
And Zygmunt definitely did, with no regard for her own body, sacrificing everything for that one. It might have gone wide, but she wasn't going to take any chances. And Coach Badami is going to take a timeout. So obviously not liking what she sees as Wes Morris has continued to put pressure on Wayne Hills. Guys, what do you think Coach Badami is going to say here to her players?
I think that she's going to try to hype them up, get them to get that ball on the offensive side of the field and try to score a goal and tie it up here at the second half.
I think Coach Badami is telling her team right now, you have to put the ball in the goal.
Get tough!
I didn't see that one coming, Joe. I mean, definitely a little obvious.
It's quite simple, in my opinion.
Well, right now, it looks like she's getting on her players a little bit. And deservedly so, because this is the state championship, and she's probably telling her seniors, let's go, this is it. This is what you've been practicing for your whole career. You've spent hours of your life on this field hockey field, and it's about time to step things up, because if you don't put up any goals in the next 20 minutes and 43 seconds, your career is over. So they don't want that to be the case. They want to at least send it to overtime, give themselves a chance to win in a shootout. So Badami was definitely getting on her players there. We're told she's a phenomenal speech giver.
Being at the county championship, I saw how much these seniors wanted this game. They want some sort of championship to go off with a big bang in their senior year. I saw some of the seniors even crying after losing that county championship in a heartbreaker. I really think that Badami pumped this team up. They're going to come out striking.
Aaron Ryan's shot is knocked aside by West Morris, and they're going to call an obstruction or advancement on the Wolfpack. Ryan's bouncer is corralled by West Morris, but here comes Jacqueline Giametta, who gets it up to Modak. Modak gets it poked away from her, and West Morris is coming back the other way, but they forgot the ball. Shauna Birchall.
You need the ball, John. If you're going to dribble something, you can't just dribble air. You need the ball.
Shot on goal, strong shot, kick save and a beauty from Stephanie Zygmunt. She's been making play after play in the second half, exactly what these Patriots need, because they're going to need to put one on the board, and the way their offense is going, they won't be able to put up 2 in 18 minutes.
Oh boy, excuse me, John. Guys, I got a question for you. You think Stephanie Zygmunt's playmaking ability in the goal will help the Wayne Hills offense?
Well, it could inspire them, but really what she's doing right now is keeping her team in the game, because we've said it so many times. Another goal from West Morris will just about do it, and she's been just making play after play, and that's exactly what you would expect from her.
John, if I remember correctly, pre-game, your player of the game is going to be Steph Zygmunt. So far, it showed to be her.
That's why I'm the experienced announcer, and you guys are the apprentices.
Let's not go that far.
Nick, not to correct you anything, but there is no player of the game for Wayne Hills if they lose the game.
That's a good point, Joe. But
thank you, John. It is a good point.
But right now, Zygmunt's been the X factor in the second half, because West Morris has dominated. The second half of action is here. Wayne Hills has some space in front of them, but Frieswick knocks that one off to the side. It's going to be a free hit here for Shauna Birchall. Birchall winds up, and it's deflected up ahead. Modak there, and they're going to call something on Nicole Modak. So West Morris Central will get the ball back. Caitlin Locks is back in the game, making things happen along the far sideline, playing that right defense position, or maybe midfield. I'm not 100% on her position right now. As Spazanti's able to knock that, they're going to call a kick on her. Knocked into the box. It's going to come back to Wayne Hills now.
Let's go, Kate. Let's go, Kate. Make a difference. Let's go.
Shauna Birchall crushes this one a good 60 yards down the field, as Jacqueline Giametta is going to try to keep it in the area. It almost goes out of bounds, but a great play there by the West Morris player to keep it in, and they give a back-to-back beautiful hits by West Morris, and they're going to keep the possession. Great job by the West Morris midfielders to keep that ball out of trouble. I mean, Wayne Hills had the ball in good position, and they just made 2 big-time hits, as now they get this one deep in the zone. Zygmunt with the save. It's still in the circle. It's finally going to go out of bounds. And Wayne Hills will take over.
The West Morris defense is just dominating the Wayne Hills offense this half. You know, in the beginning of the first half, they had a couple of balls over there, a couple of shot opportunities. That looked like their chance to make this a close game.
Well, Shannon Burns was able to crush that free hit and knock it onto the West Morris side of the midfield stripe, but now it's back into Wayne Hills territory. Gets into the circle, goes out of bounds. Where Wayne Hills will get a free hit. We'll see if Shannon Burns can do the same thing, get this one pretty far down there. She has Giametta along the near sideline, as that's where she gets it. Good shot by Burns. She tries to feed Giametta, but it's the West Morris player is there to win that one. Emily Spazanti tries to get it back to the other side of the field as Aaron Ryan battles for it in the corner now. Aaron Ryan's going to take the free hit. Deflected by Burns. And it'll come to West Morris now. And if you're Shannon Burns, you got to get out of the way of that, your teammate's hit, because you just turned the ball over and gave West Morris a great chance. But Burns redeems herself and defends that one well, as now West Morris is going to get a corner.
This looks like West Morris's chance to put this game away. Corner, a goal here, put Hills down 2-0 with about 15 minutes left. That's going to be hard to come back from.
The shot goes wide of the net and goes wide. Zygmunt was there and had position. That was the same exact spot West Morris scored from on the first goal. And again, Zygmunt played the angle well on both of those plays, but somehow West Morris was able to poke it in from the side as Aaron Ryan's free hit is knocked up ahead. Nicole Modak is able to get it out of traffic and push it forward into the West Morris side of the field. Caitlin Frieswick battling. Shauna Birchel's able to flick it up ahead. Nicole Modak advancing the ball now as they continue to battle for it. With a nice run from the Patriots, as now they'll have a free hit will be taken by Brittany Galone. Or actually, Shauna Birchel's going to step in now and take it. As the sophomore pokes this one into the middle where all the players are located, and it's going to be turned over back to the Wolfpack.
You know, I can't remember in the second half the last time Wayne Hills was in the striking circle. You know, they got to be more aggressive. They got to get opportunities, and they got to capitalize on them.
Joe, I don't think they've gotten in the striking circle once this half.
I mean, West Morris has done a great job of getting the good part of the stick on the ball and getting a lot more stronger hits than Wayne Hills. And just as I say that, Shauna Birchel crushes one down the field. I think they're going to say her stick went too high, but that was an absolute missile. So Shauna's shot went too high. As this one is going to be a grounder into the corner. And it's going to just get out of bounds.
People may think of field hockey now as just a safe sport, but you see, we felt some of these balls before the game. We were throwing them around, and they hurt if you catch one in the wrong spot.
No question about it. All these girls are wearing shin guards, because that's where the ball mainly is, below the knees. And it does hurt. It's probably about the size of a baseball, but the hardness of a lacrosse ball, and it's not fun when you get hit by one of them. And with girls like Shauna Birchel crushing them just like that, it hurts.
Nice try, Shauna. Just keep it down a little bit, babe.
Obviously, guys, Coach Miami pushed the right button, putting Birchel in the game. She's been getting some great free shots going across the field, but Wayne Hills hasn't done anything with it.
If Birchel brings those shots down, that could be a great clear into the striking circle for Wayne Hills. Goal opportunity for them.
Yeah, I agree, Joe. That was a good move to put her in the game because all the action has been on the right side of the field, and Birchel can turn that around in an instant just by hitting it, 60, 70 yards down the field like we've seen her do as Burns takes this one. She's had some good free hits as well, as it's going to be knocked ahead by Jacqueline Giametta. She tries to get it to her teammate Galone, and there's going to be a whistle. It'll go to Wayne Hills. Birchel's going to take it. She crushes this one into the middle. It gets into the striking circle. Here's a chance for the Patriots. Kicked aside by the West Morris goalie. Brittany Galone chases it down into the corner. With 12.5 minutes to go, Wayne Hills trying to get something going. It's into the middle, into the circle again now. Galone knocks it in, and it's going to be turned over to West Morris. So the first big opportunity for the Patriots in the second half, not able to cash in.
Come on, Hills! Stop it!
That's going to hurt him coming down to 12 minutes in the game.
Katie, hit it back. Come on, Kate, don't hesitate.
Locks tries to scoop it past the defender, but it goes out of bounds. Hills will retain possession.
Shauna Birchel looking for another big hit.
Wow. She cracked that one. And it bounced off a stick and I believe went into the bench area, so they're going to give it back to the Wolfpack.
That hurt me.
He got who?
They're going to call in the captains and the other official. They're talking to the captains of the team. You can see Wayne Hills' 3 or 4 captains indicated by the band around the left sock of the players. I'm not quite sure what they're saying then. Could be some type of a sportsmanship lecture.
Oh, Jesus. What is this freaking ref?
Probably telling them to keep it safe. Don't do anything too crazy because this game's going to get very intense in the final 12 minutes of action, as the teams are going to huddle up now, or Wayne Hills is at least. trying to get each other fired up with 12 minutes to go, down by 1.
With Shauna Birch, sorry, John. With Shauna Birch not being able to hit it her hardest, that could be a huge intensity break for Wayne Hills. Really going to lose some intensity right now.
Well, they're trying, like you just saw there in the huddle, trying to psych themselves up, as well as Mrs. Stessel, who's been the loudest fan out here today. They're really trying to get themselves into this game. I'm sure they're into it, but they're trying to really bear down here, not worry about how tired they are, not worried about anything else but getting that ball in the net one more time. Because if they can get it to that shootout, anything's possible, as Zygmunt kicks this one away. Shannon Burns facing a 2-on-1, and she wins that battle, and she hits a nice one down the field. The bouncer gets past a bunch of West Morris defenders as Caitlin Frieswick tries to make something happen in the box, as Jacqueline Giametta is going to chase this one. Nice move by the West Morris player, as Erin Ryan's able to knock it ahead to Giametta. And they're going to call an obstruction on West Morris, so Erin Ryan's going to hit it up now. Wayne Hills has the ball now in West Morris territory. This is Galone along the right sideline. Gets it to Hannah Lucas, who gets it into the striking circle. Ahead to Nicole Modak, puts it up in front of the net, and the shot goes just wide. Caitlin Frieswick was there, but the ball was above the waist. Not much Frieswick could do. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a corner for Wayne Hills. Frieswick will inbound.
That was the first shot by Nicole Modak. Just couldn't get it in there.
Or it's going to be a free hit from the corner. Not your typical penalty corner. Ryan's going to knock it in. It's going to be a whistle. It's going to go back to the Patriots. Ryan's going to move up a little closer this time. Gets it into the circle. Frieswick is there. This is their best chance to score here in the second half now. There's going to be a corner. Frieswick will inbound the ball. Ryan and Giametta are the closest, along with Spizzanti and Modak. It's going to go to Jacqueline Giametta, the senior. The rebound goes to Ryan. She gets it in the middle. Frieswick in front of the net. Goal, Wayne Hills! Caitlin Frieswick knocks it in. And Wayne Hills ties the game at 1 with 9 minutes to go.
What a big play by Hills. They definitely got the momentum now.
What a big play from the junior, number 30, Caitlin Frieswick, coming off the corner. She gets the rebound in front of the net and puts it home.
Interviewing one of the Wayne Hills fans at half, he said that their corners were looking good, and he said next corner shot they get, they're going to score, and that's what we got.
That was a great call by our buddy here, filming the game. He called that one, and now they're going to blow it dead, and West Morris is going to take a timeout as Wayne Hills has seized their momentum right back from West Morris. The Wayne Hills fans are on their feet now. This one's going to be good, guys.
Yes, John, it is going to be good. They got 5 minutes and 30 seconds left. I expect another clutch goal by Wayne Hills later in the game. My little prediction.
So if no one scores in the next 9 minutes and 25 seconds, which is as much time as we have in regulation, we will head to 2 overtime periods of 10 minutes apiece, but it is sudden death, so the first team to score would win on what baseball players call a walk-off. And if no one scores in those 20 minutes of action, we would head to the field hockey version of a shootout, which would be very exciting. So with a tie game here in the state championship, the 1 and the 2 seed, it doesn't get any better than this.
2 things, John. 1, in the overtime, something that adds excitement is each team will be playing a man down or a girl down in this final. So that's going to add some extra, power, more fast. They're going to be running fast there, trying to get more goals.
So West Morris will get things going with 9.5 minutes to go in the game. Shauna Burchell will remain in the game at that right midfield position as she will take the free hits along that right side. Brittany Galone is there on the forward on the right side. Burchell will take another one. She gets this one pretty far up there, but it's going to be knocked away by West Morris. Jacqueline Giametta's getting in there, and the ball will go to the Patriots. As their fans have really gotten into this game. They've traveled well, that's for sure. And they might be outnumbering these West Morris fans at this point, at least sound-wise.
You never hear about the away crowd outnumbering the home crowd, John.
Well, at least I'm not quite sure if they're outnumbering them. It looks about even, but they're definitely being louder, that being the Wayne Hills fans. As this one gets into the corner, Hills' defense looks a lot stronger. Their whole team looks a lot more vibrant there on the field. They're moving a lot quicker, rotating a lot better. That goal has definitely lit a spark under them.
Absolutely, John, and just not a spark on them. They've definitely got more confidence, and I'm sure everyone wants to score a goal now.
Shannon Burns has done a great job this whole half, and she does another good job there, as there's going to be a corner here for the Wolfpack, so another good chance for these Wolfpack players to score. This is a big play here with 7 minutes, 47 seconds to go in the game. The hit is a good one. It's a low one. It scrapes the ground. They're going to give it back to the girl who inbounded the ball. It's going to go out in front of the net. In trouble, Zygmunt with the save. Knocked away to the side. It's going to go out of bounds to the Patriots. Another save from Stephanie Zygmunt.
Let's go, Kate! Let's go, Kate!
I guess your girl Zygmunt's been the player of the game so far.
Well, no one saw Caitlin Frieswick as the player of the game. I don't believe she started. She's played a good amount of this game, but she's the one that scored the one and only Wayne Hills goal, as this one gets into the box. Burchell there, but it's going to be another corner now, so Wayne Hills is going to have to be careful. I'm sorry, Nick, they have 3 seniors and a junior there to defend it, so these veteran players are definitely going to be giving it their all, no question about that. Here comes the hit into the box. The shot deflected just wide. A golden chance for the Wolfpack. It got past Zygmunt and just trickled wide.
Wayne Hills, they've been great defending those corners. Not one of them has gotten in on them all game. I really want to give a kudos to the goalie, Steph Zygmunt, and her defenders.
The defenders, Erin Ryan, Emily Spazzanti, Caitlin Laux, and Shannon Burns have done a great job all day with those corners.
Well, John, it could be destiny. I mean, they've gotten a lot of breaks in this game, so.
Yeah, with West Morris basically dominating the second half, Zygmunt, along with a lot of luck, has propelled this team into a tie. And although Wayne Hills has the momentum right now, with the way West Morris is playing, Wayne Hills, if they can somehow force this to a shootout, that's a big morale boost for them, because let's face it, West Morris is playing better at this point, and Wayne Hills really should just, in my opinion, just sit back on defense now. Don't keep the pedal to the metal, but just play as hard as they can on defense and see what happens on offense, because they're being outplayed right now. And if they can get it to a shootout, it'll be anybody's game.
Right now, it looks like if it were brought into an overtime period, Wayne Hills definitely has more dressed people ready to play. They could really battle fatigue there against the West Morris players.
Free hit for Erin Ryan now, pretty close to the net. This is a nice chance for the Wayne Hills as she chips that one on net, but they're going to blow it dead and give it back to West Morris. That was a nice shot by Ryan. If it had been good, it would have given the West Morris goalie a test, because that was headed for the goal. So up ahead, Spazzanti keeps it in the zone, but it's finally cleared out for West Morris as Caitlin Laux is going to try to get it out of danger, and she does. Nice job by Laux as she schools another defender. Got past 4 girls and gets it up ahead to Caitlin Frieswick. The lone goal scorer for Wayne Hills gets it past the defense, getting it toward the circle. Frieswick gets it in the middle to Modak, and they're going to blow it dead here. Wayne Hills has the ball. Caitlin Frieswick and Caitlin Laux combining for a nice run up the field as Ryan's going to have the free hit. The captain slides it into the circle, and they're going to give it back to the Wolfpack.
Guys, we've been talking about Wayne Hills, how momentum's been on their side since they scored the goal, but West Morris has had plenty of opportunities. They just haven't produced.
You have to give all the credit in the world to Zygmunt, who's been there time and time again, as we trickle down now to 4 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the game. Tied up at 1. Here's the North 1 Group 3 state championship game. Giametta gets in there as West Morris has numbers if they can get it past Wayne Hills, but they cannot. It's going to be a free hit now as swing and a miss, strike 1. The next one is hit. It's going to go up ahead. Ryan battling for it. Burchell is there as well. Burchell trying to shield off the defender, and she does, except now West Morris is able to win that battle. but Hills does have numbers coming back as Burchell makes the steal and comes back the other way. Strong play by her up the far sideline, but once again, West Morris makes a steal, gets a strong shot into the box. Zygmunt goes for the kick. She kind of misses it, but gets just enough on it to knock it off to the side. That was a strong shot from West Morris. Zygmunt was there, but almost whiffed on the kick. That would have been disastrous. She had missed that one.
As we're reaching 3 minutes left in the second half, this defensive stand is huge for Wayne Hills. If they can stand it here, maybe kill the clock a little bit, we'll head into overtime period where I think Wayne Hills has the advantage.
Zygmunt made another save, but now West Morris will get another corner. 3 minutes to go and counting now. Here comes a big-time corner. Comes to a hush here at West Morris. The shot in the middle. It's going to be passed up ahead. Nice play by Emily Spizzanti. Another shot on goal. Deflected over the net. No good. What a save by Stephanie Zygmunt.
She's a D1 player for a reason, like we've said time and time again. What a save. That is a clutch save. That's a big-time save. That's every save in the book.
In every field hockey game I've announced, I've never seen a save go over the net. That just shows you how many saves there are in field hockey and how athletic you have to be just to be able to put it to every corner where you want it to go.
And it's just amazing how hard that ball was hit. That was absolutely crushed, ticketed for the back of the net, and Zygmunt got her stick on it and knocked it above the net. Huge play by her, as now Hills is going to get it on a free hit, as Erin Ryan's going to take it from the midfield stripe, chips it ahead. The ball went too high, so it'll go back to the Wolfpack as we get to that 2-minute mark now. So the clock will stop here and the referees will take care of the time situation. So we don't know exactly how much time is left. We know that there's probably around 1:45, 1:50 at this point. So we're just gonna have to play it out and see if anyone could put one in the last 2 minutes, as the referee is giving Erin Ryan a talking to after that shot went a little bit too high.
Looks to me as if Hills is going to be playing one girl down with Erin Ryan getting a card there. Yellow card. She's out for 5 minutes.
That's a big call, but Dammy is irate. I mean, at this time in the game to call that's gutsy by the officials. And with one of the Wayne Hills senior captains out of the game, you got to wonder how the players will react. I mean, there is 10 players on the field, so playing a man down isn't that big of a deal. But as we head to overtime, I'm not sure if the penalty will continue into the overtime period. We're told that she will be able to come back in the overtime because they do play with less players on the field. So if they were a man down in overtime, it'd be huge. But with the remaining 1 minute, 50 seconds to go, Wayne Hills will have to play a man down, and not just any man, but their senior captain.
They got to record their yellow card because it's got to be precise.
The officials reporting the yellow card to the desk. That's what the holdup is.
And you can see Coach Badami on the sideline. She is not happy with this call. She's losing a key player.
That is a big-time call at this stage in the game. Badami has a right to be upset with that one. She is very upset on the sideline. Here's the free hit. Stopped by Shona Burchell. Big play by her as it's going to be taken along the far sideline now. Hannah Lucas over there to defend, along with a couple other Wayne Hills players. Lucas makes the steal. She's going to flick it up ahead where Galone is. And it's going to go back to the Patriots as we tick down now to about a minute to go. Burchell hits it up the sideline. And it goes near the circle, but it's going to go back to the Patriots as Spizzanti will hit this one. Strong hit by her up ahead to Galone, who pokes it up toward the middle. They battle for it. Lucas there. And it's going to go to Wayne Hills on a kick. Burchell hits this one pretty strong. Gets past the West Morris player, and here comes Caitlin Frieswick, who pokes it into the circle. Wayne Hills is charging. A big chance for them as Frieswick battles for it along the far sideline, and it's going to go to the Patriots. They're going to get a corner, I believe.
John, you can't really ask for much more excitement than this. State championship field hockey game, number 1 seed versus number 2 seed. A corner with time expiring.
Frieswick's going to take it. This was the combination that scored the other goal. Giametta controls, puts a shot on net, deflected by Frieswick, and it goes just wide. Giametta put a strong shot on net, and Frieswick had a good deflection, but the ball went just wide. So both of these teams are putting shots on net now, but they're just not going in. So both teams trying to make a last desperate effort. As Gallone's gonna take this one. Knocks it into the box, deep in there. Giametta can't handle it as it heads off into the corner by the pylon. And it's gonna go back to the Wolfpack. They're gonna blow the whistle, I believe. That will do it. And it will. That will be the end of regulation here from West Morris Central High School. With the score, Wayne Hills 1 and West Morris 1. So in this state championship game, we will head to an overtime period. There'll be 2 10-minute overtime periods, sudden death. So whoever scores will win. It's going to be exciting.
Well, it's been a great game so far. I don't expect any different in overtime.
Don't touch that dial. We'll be back with the overtime period of the state championship game after this. Welcome back to West Morris Central High School, the North 1 Group 3 state championship game for women's field hockey. It's the number 1 seeded West Morris Wolfpack against the number 2 seeded Wayne Hills Patriots. Wayne Hills comes in with a record of 14-1, West Morris with a record of 18-1. So these are both top-notch programs going at it here in the state championship. We've reached the end of regulation. We're headed for overtime now. The score is 1 apiece. We'll play 2 10-minute overtime periods. It doesn't get much more intense than this. This is what these girls have trained for their whole careers. And it really all comes down to this, because this is really the last meaningful game for the seniors.
And let me tell you something, you two. No team wants to go home. They want to keep going on. They want to keep going on. They got to keep pushing it.
This is what those extra hours, practicing late at night on the turf, this is what this all comes down to. The overtime game for the state championship.
So West Morris will start with the ball. The home team and the number 1 seed. Wayne Hills lost. Their only loss came in the county final game. So this is their last chance at a championship this year. They'd certainly want to take advantage of this opportunity. If they win, they would head to the Tournament of Champions. They'd play the other North 1. They'd play the North 2 Group 3 winner if they win this one, but they have their hands full with West Morris, that's for sure. So 2 10-minute overtime periods. We are 15 seconds into the first one. Sudden death, so whoever scores will win. As Spazzanti intercepts this one and knocks it up the far sideline. Nice run here by Emily Spazzanti. She gets it far up ahead, deep into West Morris territory. She only has 1 girl in the box. That's Jacqueline Giametta. She gets it there, but it's kicked away by the West Morris goalie, and it's going to go out of bounds back to Wayne Hills. So Caitlin Locks is going to knock it in. The biggest difference from regulation to overtime is the shot is going to go off a defender back to West Morris. The big difference from regulation to overtime is that there's less players on the field now. Wayne Hills, well, both teams have 6 players in a goalie as opposed to 10 players in a goalie. So they take 4 players off the field. So really the coaches have to decide who they want out there and really narrow it down and tell these girls that have put their heart and soul into this game, hey, you played a great game so far, but you have to come out of the game now. And I know you played your heart out, but it's going to come down to what your teammates can do, as this one's going to go into the circle. West Morris with a chance. Shannon Burns battles, and it's going to go to Wayne Hills. So the selections that Coach Badami has made for Wayne Hills includes Jacqueline Giametta, Emily Spazzanti, Caitlin Locks, Shannon Burns, and Brittany Gallone. Oh, and is that Hannah Lucas? And Hannah Lucas. So other than Lucas and Spazzanti, 4 of the 6 players are seniors. So Badami definitely wants to get that senior leadership into the game. Erin Ryan is out after she had that penalty earlier. As this one gets into the circle now, a chance for West Morris. Shot into the box, saved by Ziegman. Another shot, a chance in the box. And there's going to be a call, no goal. What a save by Wayne Hills. It got past Ziegman, and they somehow kept it out of the box. They were inches away from blowing the season.
Guys, I thought that was a goal from the corner of my eye, but what a play by Ziegman.
The West Morris fans were celebrating. That was so deep into the zone. They thought they had won the game in the state championship, but somehow the Wayne Hills defenders kept it away. What a series of events as Hills has the ball now, and they'll get it in to West Morris's territory. Galone chasing it. There's a lot more room now with less players. These girls have to run a lot more, and they can't rely on their teammates as much because there's only a few of them out there. Galone gets it in. Knocked aside by West Morris. It'll go out of bounds to Wayne Hills. And with less players on the field, there's only one defender back. So if West Morris can get a fast break, or either team, if they can get a fast break, there's only one man to beat. And of course, the goalie. And for Wayne Hills, it's a Division I goalie, so it's not going to be the easiest of tasks. Burns up ahead. She's been playing defense all day, but she's moved up now with less players, and it's in the striking circle. And now Wayne Hills is going to get an opportunity to score here, as they're going to get a corner. There's less defenders now, 1 less defender. So instead of 4, there's only 3, and instead of 5 attackers, there's only 4. So it's going to be a 4-on-3, or 5-on-3 if you include the inbounder.
Guys, Hills is going to score right here. I'm going to guarantee you right now.
That's a bold statement, Joe. It's 6:10 to go in the first overtime period. It goes to Giametta. They're going to blow it dead. They're going to redo it. I believe one of the West Morris players left early. So Lucas will knock it in. Giametta is there. She controls it. She shoots it wide. Saved by the West Morris goalie. It was probably going to go wide anyway. But a big-time save from West Morris. Wayne Hills is going to have to get back because Laux is the only defender. But now Burns will knock it into the box. Ball went too high. They're going to give it back to the Wolfpack with 5:38 to go in the first overtime.
John, you can't write this stuff.
You couldn't script it any better, Nick. I mean, state championship, overtime. I mean, we're only 4.5 minutes into these 20-minute overtime sessions, and it's been exciting already. It's only going to get better.
And guys, since it is overtime, it's obviously going to end in a storybook.
No matter what happens, it's going to be an exciting finish. Whether it's a walk-off goal or a win in a shootout, this is going to be a great one. Stay tuned. Shannon Burns is going to take the free hit, gets it into the striking circle. Knocked into the middle, shot on goal. Diving save by the West Morris goalie. Nice save by her. She hasn't made the amount of plays Ziegman has, but she's done a fine job holding Wayne Hills to 1 goal thus far. West Morris takes over.
If anyone watching this is familiar with Wayne Hills TV, you know about the Patriot Classics, and this is just written just for a Patriot Classic. Wayne Hills had it in the cards since the beginning of the game.
West Morris with room. They have a 3-on-2 knocked away by Caitlin Laux. Huge play by her as they battle for it along the far sideline. She gave her chance, a team to get back, but now Wayne Hills has numbers coming back the other way. 3-on-2 for them. They get it into the circle. They try to get it past the defender, but they can't get it done. They're coming back the other way now. They go back and forth, trading blow for blow. As Spazzanti gets a stick on it, Burns will control for Hills. She gets it ahead. Hills has numbers now, 2-on-1, but West Morris is able to step in there and make a play. They're able to clear it back toward the near sideline where West Morris has some space to maneuver. Oh, a strong hit now down the sideline. Laux is the only defender back. Here's a huge chance as Laux is able to poke it away. Big play by her. Her team gets back. It'll go to West Morris. But Caitlin Laux makes another big play, allowing her defense to get back.
She's definitely been a game changer, John. She's made some big plays on defense.
shot into the net. Zygmunt's there. The deflection. It's in front of the net, and Zygmunt kicks it away. Wayne Hills has a fast break now. It's a 2-on-1. Brittany Galone and Jacqueline Giametta. Galone whiffs. She's trying to get it to Giametta as West Morris gets back. Galone is trying to get it away. She'll get a free hit here, but now West Morris's defenders get a chance to defend their zone. A golden chance. Giametta was wide open, and Galone just couldn't get it to her. As now this one's intercepted by West Morris. They have a 3-on-2. What a steal by Shannon Burns. She's gonna get it back into the box. This one's gonna go wide. She was trying to get it to Giametta, who was back by the West Morris zone, and they are just going back and forth here now with 3 minutes to go in this first overtime. As this one gets past Burns, and here comes West Morris. They got to get past Caitlin Laux as Burns is able to get back. It's a 3-on-2 right now for West Morris. They come back the other way. The shot saved by Stephanie Zygmunt. Another kick save from her as West Morris was there for the rebound, but she was able to get it away from trouble.
John, I said it once and I said it again. Game changer, Steph Zygmunt. I'll give the credit to you for calling it.
She's got to have around 15 saves by my count to this point. As Burns has the free hit, and it's again intercepted by West Morris. They've done a great job of controlling these as they have some room now in the box, and there's going to be a penalty on West Morris as Laux got crushed by the stick, and she's holding what looks to be her face. She lost her stick, fell out of her hands. She'll be okay. They'll continue. Burns has the free hit. She hits this one. It's a strong one. Can't get through the West Morris player. If they did, they would have had a great chance. This one gets through. Laux is there. She's had a phenomenal game on defense. She's able to get it into some space. She continues to battle. These benches are getting into it for both teams. With only 7 players on the field, those benches are packed, and they have some starters that are sitting it out at this point. This one's knocked out of bounds, so it'll go to the Patriots, but it is in West Morris' zone. Burns will take it. Under 2 minutes to go here in this first overtime. Giametta has it now. I don't know why she put it into the middle because that's where West Morris was, but it's going to go to Wayne Hills, so no damage there.
They did get a break there for Wayne Hills. They shouldn't have put it in the middle.
If you're playing defense, you got to do your best to keep it away from the circle and try to get it to the sideline, as these girls are clearly winded at this point. Spazzanti trying to get it in. She wins that battle as they're going to call an obstruction on West Morris, so Burns will knock it up ahead as these girls are giving it their all. They are so out of breath right now. It's going to come down to who's better conditioned and who can bear down and get the pain out of their heads. As here's a fast break for West Morris. Laux is back, but Burns is there as well. They get past Caitlin Laux. It's Stephanie Zygmunt and the other player, and the cross gets the other forward for West Morris off balanced. And they can't do much with that one, as they're going to call, I believe, a corner for West Morris, and that's what it'll be. It's a 4 or 5-on-3 for the Wolfpack. Laux, Burns, and Spazzanti are back to defend it. This is a huge play here as time ticks down in the first overtime period. Here's a shot in the middle. Can't be handled strongly. It's still in the circle. Spazzanti was there. Zygmunt's there. They try to get it away. Stick save by Zygmunt, and they're going to blow the whistle and give it back to Wayne Hills. Laux was there once again.
Caitlin Laux from injury to history, making a big play, possibly saving them the game.
She was noticeably hurt after that play earlier, but she's giving it her all. She is not giving up. She's not losing a step either, as here again, West Morris with another chance. They get it into the middle again. Zygmunt with another save, and she's going to give this one a boot, but West Morris is able to keep it in the middle, into the net. They have a strong shot on net. Another save by Zygmunt, and they're going to give it back to Wayne Hills. Girls flying all over the field. They're on the ground, throwing their sticks at the ball, trying to do anything they can, and that'll do it for the first overtime period. Wow, they're going to give everyone a chance to catch their breath after that one. An exciting 10 minutes of action where no one was able to punch it in. A lot of chances for both sides, but we're going to head to the second and final overtime period.
Guys, did you see Zygmunt on the floor on that last play? She wants this game. She really wants this game.
She wants to go out of her high school field hockey career with a big bang.
She wants to go out saying she won back-to-back state championships as the Wayne Hills goalkeeper. And she's played a phenomenal game, putting forth a fine effort. and she's going to have to continue to do that in this next overtime period. I expect it to be just as exciting. Well, I wonder if they're going to work in any substitutes at this point because these girls are noticeably tired.
Guys, what do you think Wayne Hills is going to do this overtime period with their players? Who do you think they're going to start? You think they're going to bring back the same players from last overtime, or what do you guys think?
Well, it's a very interesting call and a big decision that Coach Badami has to make. I mean, the girls that she had out there, to me, were probably the strongest players on the team. But there are other players that she could work in that have seen action. In an open field situation like this, I think Shauna Birchall might be an interesting call because she would be able to turn things right around. And if she can get, with more space on the field, she can really hit that ball a lot further without it getting deflected. I think maybe Erin Ryan might get back in just because she's the senior captain.
Well, guys, remember the way Kay Freeze would play in the second half of regulation? I was shocked when I didn't see her in the overtime lineup. I was shocked.
Well, Coach Badami definitely wanted to keep her two best defenders, Shannon Burns and Caitlin Locks, in the game because they've played phenomenal. You really have to tip their cap to both of them. But the midfield really kind of has to step up a little bit as we see the teams come out. And it looks like it's going to be the same six for Wayne Hills. It's going to be Steph Zygmunt, Caitlin Laux, Hannah Lucas, Shannon Burns, Jacqueline Giametta. That is who it's going to be. So it's going to be the same six out there for Wayne Hills. Both teams are gassed at this point. I mean, even we see the West Morris players huffing and puffing as well. But there we go. It's going to be the same six. We'll run through it one more time. The forwards, Brittany Galone, Jacqueline Giametta. The midfielders, Hannah Lucas and Emily Spazzanti. And the two defenders who have played a great game, Caitlin Laux and Shannon Burns. Burns is going to play more of a midfield position, and Laux is going to be the last line of defense. Spazzanti has it here. She scoops it up ahead to Giametta. Spazzanti tries to keep it in, but she can't do it. If Lucas can pick this off, which she does, she'll have numbers. She gets it ahead to Galone. Galone handles it well, gets it into the middle for Spazzanti. Spazzanti into the box, and they're going to blow the whistle and give it back to West Morris. I'm not quite sure what the call was, but nevertheless, the Wolfpack take over. It's going to go out of bounds. They're going to give it to Wayne Hills. They try to get it to Spazzanti, but it's intercepted by West Morris. There's no one else there for the Wolfpack. Hills has 4 defenders back, so she's going to have to take it herself. Laux is there. Laux battling hard. They're going to give it back to Wayne Hills. She chips it up ahead to Brittany Galone, who's going to take it up. She has Giametta. It's a 2-on-2. Just not enough behind that one. Noticeably tired, can't get enough behind it. Fatigue is definitely playing a factor for both teams. It'll be West Morris ball from the midfield stripe.
Guys, we've obviously seen in both overtimes and the end of regulation, both defenses stepping up. I know they're winded, but they're just playing their hearts out.
Yeah, both defenses and both goalies have played great games today. They've definitely been the game changers for both sides. This one, both teams have had a lot of chances, and it's only 1-1. And the fact that they've only given up 1 goal apiece is a testament to both defenses.
Nice job,
as they're going to call a corner in favor of West Morris. So it's 7:50 to go in the second overtime period. West Morris with a big chance. It'll be the same 3, Spazzanti, Burns, and Laux back to defend for Wayne Hills. And of course, the presence of Stephanie Zygmunt's a big factor. The shot is not handled cleanly, and Spazzanti's out there to make the play. I'm gonna blow the whistle. It's gonna be another corner. So if Spazzanti can fly out there like she did on the last play, that'll be clutch.
During these corners, Wayne Hills' defense has just looked amazing, not letting 1 goal off on him.
Here's the shot again. It's not handled well again by West Morris. So they've blown another opportunity now, as Spazzanti is going to get a chance now to give it back to her team. She's going to ditch the mask. Burns hits this one. Strong hit up ahead to Giametta, who's able to keep it in bounds. Nice play by her, but it's going to be stolen right back by the Wolfpack. Coming back the other way, they have a 5-on-3 advantage. Stopped by Shannon Burns. They're trying to get it in the striking circle. They're right on the fringes right now. Burns winds up, and they're going to give it to her. She hits another good one way up ahead into West Morris territory. Not handled well. Jacqueline Giametta's over there. She'll get a free hit here. She's going to give her teammates a chance to get up the field. The pass intended for Brittany Galone. And Wayne Hills will get another free hit now. It'll be taken by Shannon Burns. So Hills with an opportunity with 6 minutes to go.
And they haven't got many in this second overtime. They really got to capitalize.
Nice hit by her, but West Morris is coming back the other way. Laux is back for Hills. As they battle, they're going to give it back to the Patriots. So they've gotten the calls they've needed here in this second overtime, because we're almost halfway through it. If they don't score in this overtime period, we will head to a shootout. Locked up at 1 here in the North 1 Group 3 State Championship game. Shannon Burns is going to take this hit for the Wayne Hills Patriots. Knocked into the middle. Galone can't handle it. West Morris is going to come back the other way now. It's a 2-on-2. Unless Burns can get back, she's really laboring. Into the corner now. Laux isn't back in the circle. Lucas is in pursuit, but it's a bad hit, and Laux is going to try to take advantage. She knocks it kind of out of trouble, but it's knocked back into the box. Lucas is there, intercepted by Emily Spizzanti, and they're going to give it back to Wayne Hills off the kick from West Morris. So Emily Spizzanti making a nice play there after Laux whiffed on the attempt. As this one's going to go out of bounds, Galone couldn't handle it.
All right, Wayne Hills. Good job, girls. Come on, White. Deep breaths, Amanda. Deep breaths. Come on, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up.
West Morris trying to look for some openings, just playing east to west instead of north to south.
Nice job, Aaron.
It's a good point, Nick. I mean, they're just really both of these teams are so tired right now. They're just reaching into the tank for whatever they have left. Burns hits this one well up ahead as Hills can breathe a sigh of relief as the ball crosses the end line of West Morris with 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the second overtime. So, I mean, at this point, with the girls just running on fumes, I think both teams are just going to try to clear it out of their own zone and keep things out of danger.
And the fact that they're tired has been showing. I mean, they have not had a lot of shots on goals.
You can see it in these girls' faces, Joe. When they're running down the field, you can see they're tired, their legs are getting heavy, but they just keep pushing, trying to get that final goal to win it.
Burns will take this one, hit it into open space. That's really all they're trying to do, as Galone's going to have a run at it, and it's not handled well by West Morris. Galone gets into the circle. She has Giametta there. Giametta's shot knocked away by West Morris. They battle for it in the box, and it's going to be, I believe, a corner for Wayne Hills. Nope, they're going to give it to West Morris. Nope, it's going to be a corner for the Patriots. My first thought was correct. So here we go, a big chance for Wayne Hills after Galone put a nice centering pass for Giametta, who almost was able to cash it in for the state championship. But here we go, Lucas will inbound the corner with 3 minutes to go. She gets it to Giametta. Giametta corrals it, puts a shot on net. Deflected into the net. A goal by Brittany Galone, and Wayne Hills wins the North 1 Group 3 State Championship.
Oh, baby, call your friends. Call your friends. Wayne Hills State Champions, baby.
Couldn't script it any better, Joe. Couldn't script it any better myself.
What a shot by Brittany Galone off the deflection from Jacqueline Giametta, and Wayne Hills wins the North 1 Group 3 State Championship in dramatic fashion.
No way to defend that one, John. Just hits, get a high hit right. I believe it hit the net in that goal.
An instant classic from West Morris Central High School, where the 2-seeded Wayne Hills Patriots defeat the number 1 West Morris Wolfpack by a score of 2-1 in double overtime. These girls will head now into the Tournament of Champions. What a run by Wayne Hills. They came back from a goal down in the second half and won the state championship.
This is what they've been working for the whole season. They definitely deserve this. What a shot. I'm just stunned by that shot.
I'm
Yeah.
stunned Caitlin Laux was able to get her stick up to deflect it into the goal. Great job by all the Wayne Hills players.
I mean, you just can't tip your cap enough to the players on both teams. Both sides played their hearts out. I mean, the players that stand out to me, obviously the 2 goal scorers, Galone and Frieswick, but the defense for Wayne Hills, led by Shannon Burns and Caitlin Laux, just played a phenomenal game. And of course, you just have to give all the credit in the world to Stephanie Ziegman, who made big save after big save and proved why she's one of the best goalies in New Jersey. So with the win now, Wayne Hills winning the state championship, we'll move on to the North 1 Group 3 playoff game. It's the semifinals. The winner will head into the Tournament of Champions. They will play in Madison on November 12th at 2 p.m. in the Tournament of Champions for New Jersey. So once again, this team proving to be a top-notch program. They got to this same round last year where they were finally defeated by Holmdel. But this team, the second championship in a row, they one more in their dynasty.
I guess you could say that, John, but they're not finished yet. They still got a long way to go.
This one, definitely a highlight of these kids' career. They've practiced for 4 years for this, and the seniors go out on top once again. This is exactly what these girls wanted. It's going to be a fun bus ride home for all of us. So that'll just about do it here from West Morris Central High School, a classic. We're going to wrap things up in just a moment, so stay tuned.
Here's Campbell. Campbell centering Licio. Off his stick, Licio falls down. Beautiful pass from Campbell. Licio not able to hang on to it. Axelman in the corner. Axelman, nice moves. Centers to Licio. And Wayne Hills puts it away. Wayne Hills puts it away. Albert Campbell, his 4th goal. It's absolutely crazy at the ice ball. Wayne Hills, your 2005 NBIL Ice Hockey Championship. Albert Campbell, 4 goals. 4 of the Patriots, 6 goals. Campbell, the sophomore. What else can you say but wow?
We're here with the 2 goal scorers from today's game, junior Caitlin Frieswick and senior Brittany Galone. Guys, how does it feel to get such a big win in a state championship game?
Well, we've been here before. You know, last year we were North 1 Group 3 division champs, and this year we wanted the back-to-back win, and it feels awesome.
Amazing, I guess. I don't know.
Now, Caitlin, you scored the first goal.
Yeah.
Take us through that play. It was coming off a corner.
Yeah, I inserted the corner to Jackie. She hit it back in, right? It went in the goal off of my knuckle.
Now, Brittany, you scored the sudden death goal to win the game, win the state championship. That was obviously a big play. I mean, everyone was tired. We could see it. You guys were all winded. I mean, with just 3 minutes to go, I mean, how tired were you, and how were you able to bear down and get that one to go in?
Well, we were all exhausted, and especially after Erin being yellow carded, we had to play 6-on-7 instead of 7-on-7, and that last goal she put in the air, and I tapped in, and it just felt good to end the game with the win.
All right, guys, well, congratulations. Thanks for your time, and good luck in the next round.
Thank you.
I'm now here with the head coach, Badami. Now, you guys were down 1-0 in the second half. I mean, you guys were really, West Morris was noticeably a little stronger at that point. Yep. You called a timeout and talked to your team. I mean, it really seemed like they turned things around after that. What did you tell them?
I told them that this is where we've been all year. All our games recently have gone, we've been down 1-0, and they've had the heart and the hustle to fight back. They are absolutely relentless, and that's what I brought them in to say is, if we're going to do it, we got to do it now.
Now, we were praising your defense a lot on our broadcast. Shannon Burns and Caitlin Laux both had great games. I mean, what can you say about them?
You know what? I told them before this game, I told all the girls that in big games, big players have to step up. And Katie Laux stepped up huge with a great goal save. Steph was all over the ball today. And, you know, Shannon, she's always solid. She comes out to every ball, and those 3 really stepped up today.
Now, with the win, you guys are the state champions, but now you have to head into another round where you play other state champions. Was this the goal, or now do you look ahead to really, I mean, obviously you want to win the next few games, but was this the goal coming in?
Yeah, this was the absolute goal. Everything after that, we say it's gravy. It's like extra innings, you know? So, but now, you know, that was a very solid, very good team they beat. They only had 1 loss, too, in their county final to Madison, and they're one of the top 10 teams in New Jersey. So, you know, we have the potential. They have the heart. They have the desire to, you know, make the next couple of games really interesting.
All right, well, thank you, Coach, and good luck in the next couple rounds. So that'll just about do it here from West Morris High School. For everyone on our broadcast team, Joe Rapp, Jon Giardiello, our cameraman, Nick Appaluccio, I'm Jon Vittas, signing off. She gets it to Giametta. Giametta corrals it, puts a shot on net. Deflected into the net. A goal by Brittany Galone, and Wayne Hills wins the North 1 Group 3 state championship.
Oh, baby, call your friends. Call your friends. Wayne Hills state champions, baby.
Couldn't script it any better, Joe. Couldn't script it any better myself.
What a shot by Brittany Galone off the deflection from Jacqueline Giametta, and Wayne Hills wins the North 1 Group 3 state championship in dramatic fashion.